Right now at 10, a man accused of murdering his pregnant ex-girlfriend is bound over in court.
And the DeSoto area school superintendent is retiring. She says it's not because of a contentious school board meeting 2 weeks ago.
Plus, Republican tax cut proposals are headed to the governor's desk.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
A judge has found probable cause to continue the trial of a man accused of killing his pregnant ex-girlfriend. Jose Dominguez Garcia faces charges of first-degree intentional homicide of an unborn child, and hiding a corpse. In 2020, his pregnant ex went missing after she reportedly told him that she was seeing someone else and that the other man was the father of her unborn child. Her body was later found in a suitcase in Chippewa Falls. Police searched the car that Dominguez Garcia was using at the time and found hair matching the victim's DNA, along with blood and a strange odor. He is held on a $1 million cash bond.
It is election night for two area school districts who are looking for new school board members. Black River Falls had 8 candidates on the primary ballot for 3 seats. Tonight's primary decides which 6 move on to the April general election. Here is your top 4 as of now. Nathan Babcock is 5th with 207 votes, and Rebecca Franks is 6th with 197.
Seneca also had a school board primary for 2 open seats, so the top 4 candidates advance tonight. Charles Clark currently leading as he seeks re-election. We currently have a tie for 4th between Sarah Wall and Eric Grimsled. We'll be updating those numbers as more data becomes available.
Today, Congressman Derek Van Orden visited the West Salem Police Department to discuss public safety. The main topic of discussion was fentanyl and other drugs getting into our communities. Van Orden said that in the village of West Salem alone, there has been 1 fentanyl overdose death per year for the past 3 years straight. He says the open border is the problem.
So the problem here is an open border, and our young people are being poisoned by the methamphetamine and fentanyl that's being smuggled across the open border. That's what I'm hearing from our police officers.
He added that local police have seen a rise in meth and fentanyl use in our areas since the open of the border.
The superintendent of DeSoto area schools is retiring. Lindsay Groning has worked in DeSoto area schools since 2012 and has been superintendent since 2015. After 3 decades in education, Groning decided this week to call it a career.
And what I will miss most is the students and working with teachers to make sure that they have educational opportunities, extracurricular opportunities, and opportunities for travel and experiences not only in the state but around the country and around the world.
The announcement comes just weeks after parents protested the district's handling of Stoddard Elementary School Principal Derek Fulsang's alleged whistleblower letter to the school board, which leveled complaints that Groning was managing the district poorly. Fulsang was placed on administrative leave after allegedly filing that letter, though the district maintains his leave was not disciplinary in nature. 2 weeks ago, Groning claimed Fulsang was harassing her. The board ultimately voted not to renew Fulsang's contract because of the district's financial constraints. Groning maintains her decision to retire is unrelated to that decision with Fulsang.
A new WisDOT study is hoping to bring improvements to a major roadway in La Crosse. The WIS 35 corridor study is a plan to improve safety-related traffic operations for US 1461 to US 53. It also addresses current and future infrastructure needs for the roadway. Between 2015 and 2019, 76 total pedestrian crashes have occurred on the 4.6-mile corridor, and 60% of its pavement is in need of an upgrade. The public was invited to a meeting this evening to share their feedback and provide any ideas they feel that would be beneficial to the study. A project manager says public input is a crucial part of its success.
We do a lot of analysis to look at the data of what we see on the corridor, but really the public is the one that's driving, biking, walking on this corridor, so getting their feedback as what they're seeing as they're using the corridor is really important for shaping the future of it.
The next public involvement meeting for the study will be in late 2024. Their goal is to conclude the study in 2025 and then get approved for construction.
A lot of good springtime conditions across the Coulee region.
It's
How
lovely
long
today.
will it last is the big question. For that, let's switch over to Greg.
I don't know. We get the leap day next week, so it's like we kind of leaped winter over to spring too. Kind of the winter of no winter. Really, if you date back to the late 1800s, since we've seen a mild such winter as this one so far, and it continues overnight. Right now, temperatures are still in the 30s overall, so there's your high temperatures overall, mostly in the 50s, even mid 50s, a few even upper 50s. So, of course, that's well above average. It's about 20 to 25 degrees, not quite record level, but getting pretty close, as our records are mainly in the 60s right now. Overall, currently for across the whole Midwest, it really doesn't look like February. Those are more like mid-March temperatures as we zoom in. Overall, everyone's above freezing. A few of the colder spots in Sparta and Black River Falls are in the mid-20s, but all in all, not too bad for the end of February. We have a weak little system to the south that actually is going to stall out to our south and provide a area that we could see some rain here later on for areas that are south. Otherwise, we're just seeing weak waves come across that have cloud cover here and there, and not much change in the temperature overall. So as you wake up tomorrow, mainly clear skies. We will see some increasing clouds as we go out throughout the afternoon. More clouds probably as go for La Crosse in upper 40s by noon. We do maybe have a little bit of sprinkles as we go towards tomorrow evening, but overall temperatures in the 50s. We got another day in the 50s Thursday, a cool down, and just more 50s going on too. So obviously if you like spring weather, you're going to like the forecast, but we do have some rain next week. We'll break that down a bit later.
All right. Looking forward to that. Thank you, Greg. Well, Governor Evers is visiting UWL, celebrating the end of what he calls undemocratic gerrymandered maps. The governor yesterday signed district maps that the Republican-controlled legislature approved. The previous maps that the Supreme Court ruled unconstitutional allowed the GOP to maintain a roughly 2-to-1 party representation in Madison. Evers says the new maps reflect Wisconsin's razor-thin margins as a purple state. He calls new maps a victory not for one party, but for the people who've been demanding more from lawmakers for more than a decade.
These maps will bring us the closest elections we ever have and the most competitive races that we've ever had in the state of Wisconsin. And by doing that, the vote that people make is exceedingly important.
This is the first time in 50 years that the state courts have not needed to decide on district maps.
Now, the new maps will reflect a roughly even number of Democratic and Republican-leaning seats. It means the Assembly majority could flip for the first time in 13 years. Using the latest election data, analysts say the new maps create 46 strong Republican districts, 7 that lean Republican, 42 strong Democratic seats, and 4 that lean Democrat. A party needs 50 Assembly seats for the majority, so Democrats would need to win every district leaning their way, plus 4 that leaned Republican. One of those lean Republican seats could be the 94th Assembly District. Currently held by Democrat Steve Doyle, the 94th now pushes further north into Trempealeau County and loses territory east of La Crosse. Marquette Law projects it's 53% Republican. Under the old maps, Doyle beat Republican Ryan Hibsch by less than 800 votes.
The Wisconsin Senate is sending a $2 billion tax cut plan to Governor Evers. Now, the governor has vetoed the last 2 major tax cut proposals from the GOP. So this time, Republicans are sending him a plan that is 4 separate bills instead of just 1. The smaller items increase the child care tax credit, marriage tax credit, and increases tax breaks for retirees. And the major bill increases the second income tax bracket, which currently covers married filers between $19,000 and $38,000. This new bill would raise the cap to $150,000. Republicans say this is a response to Governor Evers vowing only to sign tax cuts that benefit Wisconsin's middle class. And the Senate today also rejected all of Governor Evers' latest agency appointments, and they passed a bill that would stop the governor's partial veto from creating or increasing taxes. He was likely to veto that measure. Coming up, a guest speaker visits Viterbo to share the impact that black music has had on American history.
Shaquille Davis has more when we come back.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses? See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
President's Day is a time to honor all presidents, past and present. And at King Furniture, we're giving you the opportunity to save some presidents with huge discounts throughout the entire store, up to 60% off.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
And right now, you can get 0% financing.
So save some presidents at King.
For the record, Franklin was not a president, but you can save him too. It's the President's Day sale going on right now at King Furniture.
Nice people.
Nice furniture.
Nice style.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable, rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com calls Honda the best value brand. Car and Driver calls Honda the winningest brand in 10 Best history. But we like ruggability, and you'll like the incredifantabulous deals, so see your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin.
Your eyewear should be as individual as you. With Shopko Optical's extensive selection of frames and lenses, our optometrists will learn about you and help you customize the right choice for your lifestyle. Visit Shopko Optical and find your new signature style today.
Today, Viterbo University put on a presentation for Black History Month pertaining to black music. The event is to educate attendees on the history of black music and its impact on American history.
News 8 Now, Shaquille Davis was there and has more on this event. Shaq?
Ken, Emily, a lot of genres of music that we hold dear were started by black artists. This is what guest speaker Shania Carter was conveying at Viterbo. Though rap is a predominantly black art form and the most popular genre of music, guest speaker Shania Carter gives examples of when other races have found mass success in the rap game, like Jack Harlow's smash hit Lovin' on Me being on top of the Billboard Hot 100 charts 6 non-consecutive weeks. Or more famously, Eminem being the highest-selling hip-hop artist of all time. When Shania got the call from a friend in La Crosse to come to Viterbo, it was a no-brainer because she teaches a similar class back home in Seattle.
Social justice in music, which we explore different eras of music and their social justice lyrics and how it changed America. It was pretty much a go from there. That would be what I'd talk about.
She showed her audience a bunch of things, such as how a lot of your favorite songs that white artists performed were actually covers that were originally created by black artists. Like you see here, Elvis Presley's Hound Dog was originally recorded by Big Mama Thornton, and Luke Combs' rendition of Fast Car was originally created by Tracy Chapman. All this information and more is why Director of Diversity, Inclusion, and Equity, Melissa Murray, feels this event was needed.
Being able to learn pieces of history that we maybe didn't know before, and being able to really think about the impact and the influence today of what she's going to teach about from history, but not only thinking about the history, but the contemporary pieces.
Melissa continues in saying she hopes that students realize that what is happening now was impacted by what has happened before. One major thing Shania wanted to get across was the top 4 popular genres of music, and that even though Michael Jackson is the king of pop, he is actually the highest-selling R&B artist of all time. She makes a point to explain why hip-hop is crucial to American history.
A lot of what people just think is slang now came from hip-hop when it comes to fashion. 98% of fashion that people wear now is from hip-hops. If you even listen to country music, there's like trap beats in country now. Rap genuinely changed everything.
Shayna says her top 5 black artists that will go down in American history are Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Prince, Little Richard, whoever that is, and Drake. Melissa says her favorite black artists are Beyonce and Usher. And as for that Jack Harlow song, well, the song samples Detroit singer Cadillac Dale's 1995 track, Whatever. Ken, Emily.
Okay, well, Little Richard saying Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Remember that?
I don't.
Yeah. Oh, no one knows Little Richard? Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. No? Okay.
Party
All
of one.
right. Well, it looks like sunny and 50s for the near future.
That's right. Greg's got your full weather forecast right after this.
Bygoff and Rohde had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
This is Ford Truck Month with amazing offers across an amazing lineup of Ford trucks. Make way for the event that only comes around once a year, featuring the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Super Duty, the North American Truck of the Year. Get ready and get to Ford Truck Month. Now get 1.9% financing for 72 months plus up to $2,000 in total savings on a 2023 Ford F-150 XLT, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
If you're ready for a new kitchen, then you owe it to yourself to visit the board store during the 2024 Early Bird Home Show. This is the design center where our designers put it all together for you. Visit our flooring showroom, see all of the possibilities. Visit our kitchen showroom and see all of the styles that are available to you. Then return here and put in your countertops, put in your fixtures, put in your knobs, and design that kitchen that's just right for you during the Early Bird Home Show, only at the board store. Call or visit soon.
Walt never smoked a day in his life, so when he developed a bad cough, we never thought lung cancer, but that's what it was. What gives a non-smoker lung cancer? A friend suggested we check the house for radon. Sure enough, it was high. We've had it taken care of now, but I wish we'd known sooner. Walt died 4 weeks and 5 days after the diagnosis. If you haven't had your home checked for radon, do it. Do it for your family. No one should lose someone they love because of this.
Bygoff and Rohde. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Last night we talked about the 40-degree days and how many we've had. Now tonight we'll talk about the 50-degree days, which we still have quite a few. Actually, right now La Crosse has 12. They'll likely break the record of 15 because we have several more days of it coming too. Eau Claire's already broke the record. They'll continue to add on too. So it gives you an idea of how many we've had. And really, La Crosse, you got to go back to late 1800 to see this, and that was another El Nino year too. That actually was the warmest winter we've had on record too. Overall, for the next several days, we're just going to see on and off cloud cover, but we do have a little weak wave for Wednesday evening. I'll sort of time that out. But overall, you see, wake up upper 20s, low 30s. As we get closer to noon, we're going to see temperatures right around in the upper 40s to low 50s. Here's that wave that's going to come across the south. So south of La Crosse, you start seeing increasing clouds in the afternoon hours, mainly just high clouds. Further north, not too much in the way of clouds. As we go towards the evening, that little wave is going to get a little bit closer. So it might be a little bit of sprinkles of precipitation south of La Crosse. Not a lot. Most areas will remain dry. If you're north of La Crosse, you'll probably see just some cloud cover. More cloud as you go evening. But look at those temperatures by 5 p.m. We're still around 50 degrees for most of the locations. And then it'll come across and then eventually push south. So there's a time frame between about 9 p.m. to about midnight. Some of these areas might see a few sprinkles. But the lower levels are so dry, a lot of that will probably just evaporate before it reaches the ground. Otherwise, Thursday evening, once again, the winds turn around behind that, but still we're looking up at upper 20s, low 30s. And Thursday, the big difference is just a wind change. So temperatures may drop a couple degrees, but really not much noticeable in that. Going into Friday, we do have a cold front that's digging south. That will provide a little bit of colder air coming through Friday, along with cloud cover and a little bit more stiff of northwest winds going on. So although we'll still be above average, Friday will probably be the coolest day we'll have in the next 7 days. Behind that, the weekend, we're going to flip the switch right again. We're going to go right back to the 40s and then 50s, even 60s, so well above average going into Monday because we have a system that'll be approaching a large complex. A lot of questions still remain, but one thing is certain, and we're going to get a lot of warm air ahead of it through Monday and Tuesday. rain chances start increasing, and winds will be another thing. We'll keep an eye on this. Will we see a change over to some snow? There's a possibility we could see that maybe Tuesday night and Wednesday, but still a lot of questions remain on this. But like I said, two things we're going to see. Warm temperatures ahead of it, and we're going to see some wind. In fact, we do have a slight risk for some high winds behind this system too, so we're going to keep an eye out for the winds, and that's going to be probably the bigger story. Precipitation-wise, we'll nail that down as we get closer, but that's not a concern for tonight. Upper 20s, low 30s, light winds, a few clouds out there, and then tomorrow, similar story we've had today, but even warmer. We're looking at mid to upper 50s in some locations. Once again, with some increasing clouds in the afternoon and evening hour, what might be a few sprinkles as you go further south. Otherwise, we're going to drop the temperatures a few degrees on Friday, which will still be above average, but not by far, and then we're going to flip the switch. 50s and 60s, and it could even get warmer than Monday if things just pan out just right.
Yeah.
But something we'll keep an eye on. The winds will pick up. We might even see a few thunderstorms next week too with that system.
All right.
But
So
till then, smooth sailing.
Yeah.
enjoy the weather right now. That's the best thing you say. Yep.
Thank you. Coming up next in sports, the Eagles getting tested in the first round of the WIAC tournaments, plus big night on the hardwood for girls basketball teams. First round of regionals tipping off. Rob's got all the action next.
We've done many, many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
I've always been a storyteller. I capture those beautiful moments, things other people miss. My health took an unexpected turn, but my care team put my needs in focus, designing solutions to support my ambitions. Now that's just a footnote in my journey, a small part of a story that's still being written. UW Health, remarkable.
Kohler Region Women, your area's award-winning magazine is now available. In this issue, move it with Paige Boostman, Fastenal's Global Supplier Compliance Manager. Pick up pickleball, plan a remodel with the board store experts, exercise in style, and experience Mongolia. Don't miss the La Crosse Area Builders Association Home Show Guide inside. Pick up your copy at many area merchants including Woodman's, Festival Foods, and the YMCA. Or go to crwmagazine.com to read online.
What I love about T-Mobile is that just about anywhere you go, you're going to have coverage.
Where I live is a rural area. The coverage has been awesome.
Reliable coverage is super important for me, for my business.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network, no strings.
Whether it's a bathroom remodel or comprehensive plumbing services, we at Maxwell White strive to keep our neighbors safe and comfortable in their homes, offering honest, upfront pricing on every service, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Maxwell White today.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
We've talked about it for weeks, but now the time for talking is over. Playoffs tipping off tonight for our Wisconsin girls basketball teams. We'll start in Division II with La Crosse Central looking for a win in the first round. Let's go to Mark Sutton Gymnasium. Riverhawks hosting Portage tonight. Home team going right to work. Alana Simpson, nice pass to Brianna Mayer for the score. Riverhawks up 6. Then it's Simpson this time taking it herself. Big night for the sophomore. Central up by 10, and the Riverhawks keeping their foot on the gas the entire first half. Zaya Whitaker puts it in. Lead balloons to 16. And Simpson showing off her entire arsenal tonight. Strong drive by the sophomore. She finishes with 22 points. Riverhawks are moving on. They roll in this one 59-35. Over to Toma, where the 8th-seeded Timberwolves are taking on 9th-seeded Logan. First half action, Toma heating up early. Lily Noth gets the handoff, spots up from deep. That drops to put the Timberwolves up by 1. A few possessions later, the freshman Avery Bromer feeling it from downtown, nothing but net. Wolves would go up by 3, but then it was Aaliyah Hamilton's turn. Euro stepping her way to the cup for 2, but she was just heating up. This time, Hamilton testing out her range. Cash on this one. Logan takes a 1-point lead, but it was the Rangers pulling away in the second half. Hamilton getting the fast break bucket. Hamilton and the Rangers advance 52-46. They'll play West Salem on Friday. Over to Sparta we go. Spartans hosting Baraboo tonight. Pick it up second half. Alexa Jones attacks the middle. Banks it home off the glass for 2. Spartans up 6. Later on in the half, Izzy Mickelson gets it. Puts up a little jump hook. That falls, putting her squad up 13. Then Sparta would put it foot on the gas pedal. Check this out. Jones pops one up. Why not? That's good. A few possessions later, Amelia Russ is going to get it, and she's making it rain tonight. Sparta would keep pouring it on as they get the win 51-33. Mauston hosting Black River Falls tonight, first half. BRF's Isabel Falcone collects the long rebound. Cleared the defender, knocks down a long 2. Tigers trailing by 10. Closing seconds of the half, pass to the baseline, ends up in the hands of Mauston's Ella Franick. She puts it in. Mauston with momentum. Second half, more from the Golden Eagles. Kylie Heller connects for 2 of her team-high 17. Mauston wins its first postseason game since 2012, 71-38. Down in Division 4, the Luther Knights at home hosting Westby. Knights were locked in from the opening tip. Just seconds into the game, Macy Newmeister passing up the court. She finds Carly Miller. Nobody on her. Miller goes off the glass. Luther takes an early lead. They were locked in on the defensive side. Under the hoop, Peyton Holub swats it away on it's Luther's ball. Then on the offensive end, Holub gets the rebound, goes right back out to Newmeister. She's not missing that one. 3 balls good. Luther up big. Westby trying to stay in it here. Caitlin Benish fakes out the D, goes to the hoop, gets the floater to fall, but Luther would not slow down. Newmeister's shot is off, but Holub was right there for the putback. Knights get the win 58-29. 2-seed Royal opening tournament play hosting Elmwood Plum City. First half, a QB throw sets up Royals' Brooklyn Gruen for an open look for 3. Panthers with the early lead. Later, loose ball is scooped up by Royals' Mara Gruen. She lays it in for 2. Home team up 7. Mara set the program's scoring record tonight. More Panthers. Missed shot is gathered in by Bria Gruen. She puts it back in for 2. Home team up a dozen. And what a night for the black and gold. Down low, Casey Jones is going to connect for 2. Part of a 27-0 run to open the game. All Royal in this one. Panthers get the win 70-17. They'll play Blair Taylor on Friday. First round of the WIAC tournament at Mitchell Hall. Eagles hosting UW Stout. This game had it all. Late first half, Chris Green takes it to the hole. Lacrosse down 7 at the break. Second half, Eagles soaring back. Austin Westra soaring high for the slam. His monster second half was just getting started. The senior going back to work down low. Count it, plus the foul. Eagles jump in front by 1. Blue Devils answer back, though, in a big way. Brody Fox is going to throw this one down with authority. Stout goes back in front, and the Blue Devils keep feeding Fox. The junior jams it home again. Stout goes up double digits. Eagles start clawing back, though. Lacrosse letting it fly from 3. Will Furman connects. Then it's Toma's own Dustin DeRusso draining the triple. And how about Furman again, this time corner pocket? You bet. Eagles storm all the way back. We're tied. Stout silences the crowd a bit, though. Other end, Aiden Shore puts the Blue Devils back on top. But with time running out in regulation, Furman finds a lane. The senior sends this one to OT. What a battle tonight. In the extra frame, though, Jacob Walczyk is going to hit the 3. Stout goes up by 2. So one last chance here for the Eagles, down 2. Final seconds. Furman for the win, but Stout slams the door. Blue Devils get the block, and they get the win in overtime. Eagles fall 93-91. Tough loss.
Game.
It really was. Badgers, though, getting the win. Sorry, Mike. I know it was on Peacock. I promised the highlights, but you saw how many games we had. A lot of games. Tough loss there for the Eagles.
Absolutely. It really felt like they were going to take that one back.
It was tough.
Yeah, tough to get the shot block, too, in the final
How long is
second.
this tournament going on for?
Well, now it's over for them because they lost in the first round.
Okay.
Tough loss for them because they split their 2 matchups in the regular season.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been a big win. It's going to jeopardize maybe their tournament
for sure
odds here. So.
Okay.
But the high school playoffs carry on.
They sure do.
And that's good.
All right, that's good.
Thanks, Rob.
Okay, we'll be right back after this.
During the President's Day sale at Home Furniture, get up to 10% off sale prices. This sectional is just $7.99, and this dining set is $12.99. Or pay no interest for 3 years on purchases of $19.99 or more. The President's Day sale at Home Furniture.
February is Career and Technical Education Awareness Month.
In the next 10 years, our area will need to fill over 15,000 jobs requiring a technical education. From healthcare to carpentry, these careers are in high demand.
Minnesota State College Southeast and News 8 want to encourage awareness of career and technical education programs and their many benefits.
Go to southeastmn.edu to learn more. Minnesota State College Southeast and News 8, keeping our community educated.
News 8 Now and the Co-op Credit Union are taking part in Chase the Chill.
Chase the Chill is a project across North America that provides warm clothing to people in need. Scarves, hats, and gloves are hung on trees in parks with notes attached to them, letting people know they can take them.
Co-op Credit Union and our community are conducting our own Chase the Chill campaign from December through February.
Together, we can keep our community warm this winter.
Donations will be accepted at the Co-op Credit Union location in Alaska.
Yeah, I joke, my ears were her Valentine's gift a year ago. So.
Yep.
Something I'd been thinking about, and so Valentine's Day was coming around, and I spoke to Tom a couple times, but never made anything definite, and so I just kind of made the definite plan and made it happen, and glad I did. Wish I would have done it 20 years ago.
Yeah, he can actually participate in conversations now and not just shaking his head.
Better hearing is a better life.
You'll find the Ram you're looking for at Pischke Motors in West Salem or Pischke Motors in La Crosse.
Stop in now during Ram Truck Month to get 10% off MSRP plus discounts on the new 2024 Ram 1500, 2500, and 3500 Laramie and Rebel. Ram 1500 is the most luxurious and technologically advanced Ram 1500 ever. Ram's 2500 and 3500 best-in-class available 50-gallon fuel tank keeps you on the road longer. This offer ends February 29th.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Ram.
Right now at Home World Rugs, get 15% off Area Rug sale prices with many different patterns, sizes, and shapes to choose from. And Area Rug experts in every showroom to help you find the perfect rug. 15% off Area Rugs at Home World Rugs.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
This is a different one. Starbucks says it will start offering a pork-flavored coffee at its stores in China.
Yeah, this to mark the Lunar New Year. Starbucks releasing its Abundant Year Savory Latte.
According to the company's app, the drink will have a braised pork sauce with espresso and steamed milk with extra pork sauce and pork breast meat for garnish.
Yeah, you got to get that extra pork sauce in there. And that quote, "Eating meat means prosperity in the coming year." And the drink costs the equivalent of a little less than $10 US.
You know what? I always say I'm down to eat one thing. I mean,
Open to
anything
try.
once. Yeah,
Sure.
but I don't know about this one. Pieces of meat and a coffee.
It's a little out there. Worlds colliding that usually don't.
But it represents abundance, so if
True.
it's going to give me $1,000 down the line,
Yeah, there you go.
maybe I'll drink a couple of them. All right, Greg, we'll have one more look at your forecast when we come back. It's time to vote for Best of La Crosse County. Pick your favorites in each category now through all of February. We'll announce all of the winners on April 1st. Go to bestoflacrossecounty.com.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
In 2001, my father established La Crosse Fireplace Company. Since then, our family has had the privilege of helping families create a warm gathering place in their home. Today, my brother Jeremy and I are the second generation to carry on the values and traditions that was started 23 years ago. Whether it's a remodel or a new installation, La Crosse Fireplace Company looks forward to serving you for many years to come. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
President's Day is a time to honor all presidents, past and present. And at King Furniture, we're giving you the opportunity to save some presidents with huge discounts throughout the entire store, up to 60% off.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
And right now, you can get 0% financing.
So save some presidents at King.
For the record, Franklin was not a president, but you can save him too. It's the President's Day sale going on right now at King Furniture.
Nice people.
Nice furniture.
Nice style.
Hello, I'm Miles Wilkins, owner of the Board Store, and I've had the privilege of serving homeowners from this location for over 34 years. If you're interested in a locally owned company, we are. If you're interested in a veteran-owned company, we are. If you're interested in a licensed contractor, we have been for over 30 years. Above all, if you're interested in the absolute best value for your home improvement dollar, the Early Bird Home Show is your opportunity. Call or visit us soon.
We have payments for every budget here at Chrysler Winona.
During the President's Day sales event, lease a 24 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 for just $469 per month. A new Jeep Wrangler 4xe Hybrid, just $449 per month. And a new Jeep Compass, only $299 per month with lease loyalty. So stop by today to Southeast Minnesota's only locally owned Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram dealer here at Chrysler Winona, downtown Winona.
It's time to vote for Best of La Crosse County. Pick your favorites in each category now through all of February. We'll announce all of the winners on April 1st. Go to bestoflacrossecounty.com.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
All right, 50s more is really the forecast, and I think I had a correction on the graphic. That's supposed to have been 1877, the year we had the warmest winter. But, you know, we were all alive back then, so it really helps here.
I remember it well.
Exactly.
It's like Little Richard.
Right, right.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
We'll see you tomorrow.